Great timing, Aspen. Great timing. Hello, hello. Uh, hello to the Raiders, and hello to everyone else. Good evening, good afternoon. Hello. I am Almantas, former professor, current VTuber, old man who loves old things. And, welcome in. I should say hello to Aspen Racina. How were you doing? Apologies if my typing is very slow today. Uh, uh, Aspen. Yes, you were doing co-working today. Is that correct? Am I correct in thinking that? That you were doing some co-working. You were doing a bit of a co-working stream today. But yes, I hope that you enjoyed your time. I hope that it was a nice, chill, and relaxed time. Aspen's a smarty pants. Aspen is a smarty pants, folks. She works in the publishing industry. She knows her way around the books. She knows her way around the books, and it's quite nice. It's quite nice. It's quite nice to talk with her about these things. Talking about movies, excellent. I was just talking with a friend of mine about some movies things. I do movie nights on my own Discord server. I usually do 2 or 3 movies at a time. The most recent movie night was the movie Moon and the movie Spaceballs, because I like to do a serious movie and a silly movie that are thematically connected. And that was just kind of about moons, right? That one was just kind of about moons as a concept. Moon is an incredible movie. For the next one, I kind of want to do, I think next week I'm going to do Palm Springs and something else to do with time loops, mostly because I really like Palm Springs. I think that's a phenomenal movie. Almost ready for Spaceballs. Okay. I mean, Spaceballs is not a movie where you need, like, a lot of context for understanding what's going on. There are a bunch of people who joined into Moon, like, 80% of the way in, and that is not a low-context movie. Moon is not a movie that I would want to watch without having a decent understanding of what's going on. But Spaceballs, you don't need to know anything. Spaceballs is fine. But yes. This, for the Raiders, and for anybody else who might not be as familiar with me, I am an old man. As you can see, I'm an old man. I do pretty cozy streams, is my attempt. And my main skill, the main skill that people tend to know me for at this point, is calligraphy. That is what people kind of know me for. And calligraphy, I am having a bit of a challenge there, in that at Offkai, I was doing a fair amount of calligraphy with bad posture, and that has hurt my hand quite a bit. That has hurt my hand quite a bit. The muscles in the right back of my hand are in quite a bit of, not an enormous amount of pain, but certain motions cause a certain amount of pain. So I have joined the arts club of having a repetitive stress injury. So I will not be using my right hand for the moment. Instead, I am going to be attempting something here really awful, which is I am going to be attempting, we'll see how successful I am, to improve my left hand handwriting. I'll be working on my left hand handwriting. And we will see how that goes. We will see how I do on that skill set. I am not super duper confident in it, if I am being completely honest. But I like learning new skills. I really like learning new skills, so that is something that I do like to do. Katarina's being obnoxious. That's my preferred way to do these things. But mm, and I think we're good. I think we should be good. Yes. Yes. So that's what we're going to be working on today. But for the moment, I suppose we'll probably relax for a moment. We'll probably relax and hang out for a moment. Let me say hello to everyone. Hello to Sarivat. Hello to me. Hello to Enma2373, and welcome for the first time. That says a cavalier. You're a Cavi fan. You're a Cavi fan. So this is your first time with me. Hello to Almantas, my bot. Hello, of course, to Aspen and Mcheltos, and to the other raiders. Hello, Gamma21. And hello to, of course, all of the lurkers and the VOD watchers. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. But yes. That is kind of mentally where I am at. I may actually move over to the handwriting sooner rather than later, because I need to do things with my hands. Just as a person, I just kind of need to do things with my hands. And I will be doing this as a bit of a... This will be a bit of a hangout stream. This will be a little bit of a hangout stream this week. I will be probably allowing my friends to jump in as we go. So may as well go over there. May as well go over there and turn off studio mode, and yes, here we are. So this is a skill. So again, I am right-handed. I am using the more casual brace right now, but I do have a more formal brace. I'm finding the casual brace is actually... this is my first time having to use this set of tools like this. I've had to immobilize my hand before from like bone breaks, not from repetitive stress. So this is new to me. Oh my goodness, Invictus227, welcome in Raiders, What were you doing, Invictus? Invictus227. And it's Sheepy as well. Hello, Sheepy. Hello, Invictus. Backpack battles. I do like backpack battles. I haven't been... I only play it periodically. But I was able to pretty consistently get into Diamond for a while. You often try to learn new skills left hand first. Oh, interesting. I think I'm slightly more ambidextrous than average for a right-handed person, but not by very much. She put that Invictus. Yeah, old man rating old man. But yes, how was the backpack battles? I haven't played recently at all. It seems like they've added a new character since I last played. So yes, I was doing calligraphy with improper posture at Offkai, is what it is. And I probably would have recovered by now, except for the fact that between Offkai and this week, I was averaging like 3 hours of sleep a night. There's full release. But yeah, I think that my sleep has been improving massively this last week. And I think that's really fundamentally it, is that I think that I just need more sleep. I need to immobilize it a little bit. Icing it a little bit. I think it should recover decently, but yeah. Sheepy, I can barely draw with my right hand. My goal today is to make like a semi-legible word. I have done so little with my left hand in my life. I'm not even sure I feel like I'm holding a pencil correctly. This is a challenge where we're literally going to... Let's see if I can draw an A. I'm honestly not that displeased. Let's see though. Let's see about a sheep. Let's see about a sheep. But yeah, I am. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the. That's the. Oh, I can't even keep myself doing the same type of circle going around. This is literal children's scribbles. Literal children's scribbles, right now. Literal baby scribbles going on, at the Almantas household here. And what does a sheep's tail even look like? I genuinely don't know what a sheep's tail looks like. Oh, it looks really menacing. It looks really menacing. I think I did okay. I think I did okay for saying that, I think I did okay for saying that, I don't know how to draw even with my dominant hand. I'm not actually sure how much better my dominant hand would be at that. For reference, for people who haven't been here before, this is what my handwriting looks like with my right hand. So I'll probably be pulling that out quite a bit as we go on. But yeah. Yeah. How so yeah, you're really learning a lot in backpack battles. I don't know how I would handle oh, I'm so shaky. I'm so shaky. This is a number 2. This is a number 2. It isn't very sharp. It's a very dull pencil. It's just a pencil that I had on hand, and for some reason I decided to use a pencil instead of a... Well, I know why I decided to use a pencil instead of a pen, which is that I don't want to damage my pens. My pens are nice. Fancy lad. About my pens. I think my Faber-Castell... Karatsoon. I love Kara. I love Kara. Yeah, we got the sub baby. At Karatsoon. Peak. Yes, you're doing peak. Is this one empty? Oh, that's a lot of ink on there. That one might not be empty. It's for the Padrino shouldn't be empty. Let's see if the Padrino. But yeah, I think you might be right, Sheep, that I should start with something simpler than an A. Yeah, this one's nuts. So let's just draw some straight lines. Oh, I'm holding the pen all wrong for that. Well, here's a question for the lefties in the crowd. For the lefties in the crowd. Should I be trying to pull in the other direction? Like, is that... Because I'm considering that maybe I should learn mirror scripts. Yeah, no, I'm trying to preserve my right hand a little bit. I want to be doing some art content, but I want to not hurt my hand at the same time. So here we are. We are just drawing some lines. Everything I do that comes to writing is terrible. Well, to be fair, this is as much a art question as a any other type of question, as a writing question. Is already... We're not even half an hour in, and I can already feel some soreness in my left thumb. I'm noticing I'm using a much more full hand motion. I'm using a much more full-handed motion. I'm usually very... I usually do a lot... Work through the pain? No! Absolutely not. Don't forget to stretch yours. Good call, Sheepy. Thank you. Thank you, Sheepy. Thank you, Sheepy. That's a good call. That's a good call. Let's get some hand stretches in. Let's get some hand stretches in. The over. Twist. And the counter twist. But yes, good call, Sheepy. Good call. Let's see, where else needs it? Let's get into the thumb pad stretches, specifically. Yeah. Over, back, yeah. Any muscle can be stretched. Yes. I am now worried about hitting all of my cameras and lights with this motion. It's being a little bit more unnatural than it would be otherwise. But yes. Well, that's... I mean, 1,000 skeletons. You've got. That's why you've got 999 skeletal backups. Thank you, Sheepy, for being honest for keeping me honest here. I don't normally have to worry about this with my dominant hand because I'm, so used to the motions involved. The muscles are so strengthened up that I don't have to think about it very hard. Well, what happened, Sheepy, was that I was doing calligraphy basically on a clipboard that I was holding really close to my chest. It was a really bad posture. That's fundamentally what it was. I think I got 5 hours of sleep over the entirety of Offkai. No, not... It couldn't have been only 5 hours, because I got 5 hours in one night, but most nights I got under an hour of sleep for Offkai. I'm using so much of my hand for this. I'm like pulling with my entire arm. It's not a parallel motion at all. If I keep doing that, I'm not even, I won't even be learning the same skills that I'm learning with my right hand. It's important. It's important to not make a fool of myself here, right? But yes. Let's take a look around here or something. Alright, cool. There we go. Oh, jeez, this is... I don't think it should surprise anybody to learn that learning to use a skill that you have never worked on and that you usually learn when you are a small child is very difficult. Small children learn how to do this all the time, right? Small children learn how to do this all the time. And here I am. Very inconsistent on my part. So let's... Oh. But Aspen in particular, if you have any advice... Let's get over here and let's do some circles. Ooh, buddy. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. When you say moons, do you mean half moons, crescent moons? Like a that shape? That's what I think is the crescent moon. Oh, then okay, yeah, see, I misunderstood that. see why I'm asking? See why I'm asking? That could have been worse. Let's try the other direction. Semicircles. Okay. Just curves. Okay, just curves. Just curves. Okay. Just curves. Just curves. Okay. From very tiny to very big. I think let's stick with bigger for the moment. Ooh, that's actually an interesting sensation. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's an interesting sensation. That is an interesting sensation. I'm feeling like a pinch in my ulnar. I'm feeling like a little pinch in my ulnar nerves. We're half an hour in, and I'm already learning a lot. Already learning a lot. Pain is information. Pain is information. Most often the information is stop doing that. That is the most frequent information that you're getting out of it. But there's different types of pain, right? And one of those things that I really learned a lot from running is to tell the difference between this is a pain that I can work through and this is a pain that is going to lead to an injury. I think just over the course of that one line, I think I made decent progress. Yeah, it's and there's to me the distinction is mostly between soreness. There's soreness, there's pinching, there is grinding, and there is straining pains are the ones that I feel in my musculature. And if it's any sort of grinding pain, it's like that's like a stop. That's like a stop very soon moment. But if it is a soreness pain, that's not necessarily a sign to stop. And hello, Alexander Luna. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are watching me make myself look like a little baby. I look like a little baby right now. Hello, Archia. Hello, hello, hello. That's okay. That's okay. I'm glad that you came by. Like 25. Yeah, if people can't tell from if people can't tell, Sheepy Screw Chaos here is much more of an artist than I am. I am a person who has practiced one very narrow art form for a long time. And hello, Alloy. I have practiced one particularly narrow art form for a long time, and so I don't have general principles. I have kind of two things going for me. One is a lot of very specific narrow experience, so no general principles, and the other is I have, if we're being on, I don't. There's a point at which I think I've got pretty good manual dexterity, if I'm being honest. I have pretty good fine motor control, which does not apply to my left hand. Does not apply here. Does not apply here. My left hand is not. I use mostly for gross tasks, for broad tasks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sheep is the teacher now. I have never doubted that you had things to teach me. I just wasn't working on the skills that are in your comfort zone. But Alloy, I am trying to not use my right hand. Trying to not use my right hand because it's been hurting. And I wanted to. I didn't feel like doing gaming content. Yes. Excellent. Kara is going to be on stream with me on Saturday. And so I need to make a thumbnail. All right, Aspen, have a lovely night. Have a lovely, lovely night. It was thank you for raiding. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for talking with me. I may ask you for more assistance with the ambidexterity of it all. I am... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to do a long line. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. Ooh, that was not a good one. That's a better one. I've drank with Kara before. I know what Kara's like. But yeah, Kara and I will be doing a drinking stream on Saturday. When is Sheep gonna teach you art on stream? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you're doing it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 10, 15, 20, 20. Oof. Again, this is probably, this might be easier to describe as what shall I call it? Remedial therapy. Remedial therapy, as in like recovery. We are not really learning actual. I don't know how much I'm learning actual art here, so much as I am learning to try to compensate for a disability or injury. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me give that the elbow is where I'm feeling it the hardest. Whew. The ulnar nerve. Uh, the circle is rushed. I mean, that's probably because I knew I needed to stretch. I need to, I needed to, I could feel it in my arm that I needed to massage and stretch a little bit more. Okay. All right, Alloy, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Menacingly menacing. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So, Cheapy said try doing a long line. Feel like a little bit like I'm cheating because I'm pulling from my shoulder. Oh, Imagine Kaijus. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I think I've seen you around, Imagine Kaijus. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Ally. Have a good night. Have a good night. Paper jumped there. Oh, that's bad. That's much worse. Oh, the paper's shifting underneath me. Oh, the paper's shifting underneath me. Ooh, that was not very good. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Imagine Kaijus, Imagine Kaijus. Yes, yes, yes. I was like, I recognize that name. I recognize that name. I recognize that name. Tip for not trembling too much when drawing a line. Stay focused on the point of arrival instead of looking at your pen. Interesting. 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 Let's see if that helps me. That helped a little bit, but my paper shifted a lot underneath me and caused that curvature. I could see the paper folding up underneath me. It did hurt me. That time I just did not look at the tip of the pen at all. I just looked at the end of the page. Let me move my keyboard here and move some of my other writing utensils around. It's a little bit less of a mess. Oh, geez, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. All right. Let's try curves again. Let's try circles again. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Itty bitty BB circles. Alright. Let's do these ones first. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 15. Oh, that was a really bad one right there. Oh, that's awful. What's with this cluster? Why am I doing so bad here? Okay. I can feel that in my bicep. Massaging the bicep a little bit. Massaging the bicep. It's impressive how much more this strains out my my muscles, even like my larger muscles, compared to working with muscles that I'm familiar with. All right. There's a level of smallness that I can't really go too much below because of the size of the pen. This is a medium nib pen, as opposed to my beloved extra fine, but I'm not going to mess around with my extra fine right now because I'm afraid I'll break it. And I like my extra fine. I've only got one extra fine at the moment. The size is nice? Alright. That's 12. Yep, a little bit of the white inside. I think if I go any smaller than this, I won't be able to see the white. Or at least I won't be able to reliably make myself see the white. See, I didn't even complete that one right there. Let's see, so 6. So it's 12, 24, 25. Oh. I might do another set of them up here. Which color is this? Is this Studio or Amairo? I can't tell. Whew. You said I'm doing better, and I instantly start doing worse. Instantly choke. Instant brick here. Even that short line wasn't very good. Oh, that's not even circled. I gotta do that one over. Seems you need to be yelled at? No! No! I think I mostly do better with positive reinforcement, if I'm being honest. I'm I have a principle in life that's pretty deeply rooted where I don't like to reward bad behavior, is the phrasing I use. I don't like to reward bad behavior. So uh, if somebody yells at me, I tend to do worse because I don't want them to yell at me more. Right? It's a bit of a Pavlovian thing, right? It's a bit of a Pavlov thing. Um, so I want to train people to train my own teachers to not teach me in a way that I find unpleasant. so, um, uh, stretch out the hand a little bit. Um, I actually haven't seen Whiplash. Let's go back to the big circles. I have a kind of bad habit of not actually finishing the circle. Of kind of okay. Let's try actually sticking to something here. Let's try to actually stick to something here. So these ones I'm going to do counterclockwise. Ooh, that was not a good one, but it was a circle. And then we'll do some clockwise ones. We'll do some clockwise ones. So those are all clockwise. The clockwise ones looked a bit better than the counterclockwise ones, which actually kind of surprises me. I thought the counterclockwise motion was going to feel a little bit more natural because it starts with a pull. Three, 4, 5. And let's do another row of big ones, and then I'll do 2 sets of smalls. I'll do 50 smalls. And let's see, so clockwise. Five. Then counterclockwise. Oh, I started that one way too low. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then clockwise. And counter. And then clock. Okay, let's get some stretching, because oh my goodness, I can feel that. I can feel that in the back of my elbow. This is kind of impressive how much more challenging this is. Frankly, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy a challenge. I enjoy things that demand quite a bit of me. Oh, I enjoy the fact that I feel like I'm losing, to be honest. I don't. I'm enjoying this feeling. I'm enjoying this feeling of struggle. Which, admittedly, like I don't think should surprise people too much. Despite the fact that I think Nietzsche is wrong about most things, I do like the approach to life as being uh, primarily an approach centered on uh, long lines or parallel lines. First small ones, first vertical. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it. Small verticals. Yep. Small verticals is a huge percentage of what I got better at over the course of studying calligraphy. That's the most kind of miserable part about working with Gothic as a skill set, is that Gothic demands very, very even parallel lines and is very, very unforgiving of even slight off parallel. Of course, I'm working with a different hand, right? I'm working with a different hand, so I'm working very much from scratch. I'm working very, very much from scratch on this. Yes, Zanjo. Yes, Zanjo. My right hand needs some recovery. This is my first time really trying to do any writing with my left hand. It is very tough. People love Gothic. The people cry out for Gothic. It is the crowd pleaser. I can see why, right? It has associations and an imprimatur to it. It's very formal, right? It's very formal. It's a very imposing script. And like I said, it's very technically demanding. It might be the most technically demanding script that I know how to do. Fractor. Fractor is very technically demanding as well. And of course, my favorite is, as ever, Batard. Rotunda is also very technically demanding, and I'm just not very good at Rotunda. I just mess up Rotunda constantly, and I do Rotunda so infrequently I can't remember how to do it off the top of my head. Let's see. I think I'm doing okay. Obviously not great, but I think I'm doing okay. Let's try to focus on sticking to using more of my finger muscles rather than trying to pull from my shoulder or my elbow. Build my strengths rather than compensate for my strengths with things I can't use going forward. Let's see about something. I'm going to try something. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Admittedly, this is way too big of a pen for the scale that I wrote that at, but that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. It's gonna be different muscles. That's true. That's true. That's true. But I feel like for really short lines like this, I should not try, and I should try to make sure I stick a with my, what is this pate? I don't know what that means. To me, a pate is a type of cat food. I am assuming you mean bullshit. It's nonsense. This garbage. And the answer is that that's kanji. That's the Japanese kanji in kanji. Or the Japanese kanji for kanji. And it just looks really bad with the pen this size. Even if I had good handwriting, it would have been pretty bad, I think. But I did do a pretty bad job anyway. It's like a little guy. It's like a little guy. It's true. It's true. It is very little guy. It is very little guy. But yeah, it's like I said, tried to write the kanji for kanji. I think I can get through this entire line of lines before we get to the ad break. Let's try it at a larger size. Oh, that's really bad. Sorry, there it is, up there. Don't rush it. I don't think I necessarily did much worse while moving quickly. I don't think moving quickly made it go that much worse. Oh, because it's moving decisively, right? That is part of the trick about working with ink, is that you want to move decisively. You want to move quickly and decisively. Oh, okay. Okay. Is it testing a pen time? It is testing my left hand's time, is what it mostly is, Gamma. This pen I've actually had for a very long time. You can tell I've had it for a very long time because the paint's chipped like crazy on the back, on the bottom of it. This is an old pen. This is probably had this one for over 10 years. Not my oldest. My oldest is a Waterman that's not currently inked up. I don't actually like very much, if I'm being honest with you. But small horizontals. All right. We are going into ads, and I am going to run them and go to the bathroom. But yes, give me a minute. All right, all right, all right. Oh, um, Sheepy, I genuinely don't remember a drawing you made of me pregnant. I just genuinely do not remember it. If you made it relatively recently, then uh, that would probably be why. And if you just like put it on Twitter and made it recently, I haven't checked the art tag super recently. But if you made it a while, I just genuinely don't remember. Ping me with it again or something. I just flat out I don't. You would think I would remember. You would think I would remember. You would think I would remember that, but I just genuinely I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Um, uh, 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 um, let's. It's a nice little stretch for my neck. Yeah, I don't tend to. I don't have a specific stretch redeem because I don't tend to not stretch when I start to feel any sort of discomfort. As soon as I feel like any discomfort, I tend to take a stretch. Pretty readily. I don't tend to lock in super hard. I'll say that I don't ever, but it's, I think, less of a problem for me than for other... Make them a bit more long? Okay. These ones I'm less happy with. These ones I'm not super happy with. You can see there's a curve. There's a curve there that's, I think, unpleasant. Or at least unintended. Oh, that was a really bad one right there. Hmm. Big ol' stretch there. Okay. And... Oh, that was really bad right there. That was really bad right there. Hello, JD. Hello, JD. This is to immobilize my hand. This is to immobilize my hand. I've been having and to apply some compression to it. My right hand has been having some repetitive stress issues for the last week or so. And so this is to keep me from... Yeah, no more hands. No more hands. I am punished for my sins against posture. And so I am learning to write with my left hand, and Sheepy is yelling at me a whole bunch. The French woman is yelling at me a whole bunch. Oh, jeez. Oh. And Tomalamoth. And Tomolomoth. Hello, Beeples. Hello, Beeples Bees. Hello, and Tomolomoth. Let me give a shout out. Oh, hello, Mellow __ Mellow. What were you up to, Entomolomoth? I can still type reasonably fast. Oh, what were you doing? What was the event? What was the event? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. For the Raiders, and for anybody else who is new, my name is Almantas. I am a former professor of sociology, and currently I am anime online, professionally speaking. Most of my streams are... Oh, Mellow __ Mellow. Thank you for being my 2,300th follower. Thank you. One of these days, and it's Fern turn. Welcome in. We had a Rain World collab, then Silent Hill 2, and then Elden Ring. Excellent. I was about to say, I mostly do not do... I do some gaming content, but mostly I do calligraphy. This is what my handwriting is like with my right hand. This is my right hand handwriting. But I have a bit of RSI from doing some calligraphy with very bad posture. Don't do calligraphy on a clipboard. Or I drink and I yap. That's true. I'm going to be doing that Saturday. Miss Karatsun, who came in earlier and subbed, is going to be drinking with me. But this is my right hand handwriting. This is my right hand handwriting. This is my left hand handwriting. This is my left hand handwriting. As you can see, A. And so mostly I do calligraphy, or I paint miniatures. I do some yapping collabs that are not drinking collabs, but the drinking collabs are easy to set up and fun. Admittedly, I've pretty much Vovern, that is being very generous to those A's. That is being very, very generous to the A's. That's very sweet of you to say, Screw Chaos, yeah. This is probably the first sheep I've drawn in... $50 years? Something like that. I think I didn't do too bad. But yeah, Sheepy here, Screw Chaos. Screw Chaos is Sheepy. They're the same person. They are... She is giving me some coaching. To try to improve my basic dexterity. And I'm currently doing small horizontal lines. Yeah, this is Entomolomoth, thank you for stopping by. I should have said, if you need to raid and run, please take advantage of doing so. But yes, I talk a lot about history. I occasionally do lectures. I occasionally do ASMR. But mostly I do calligraphy, and I talk about politics and economics and history. You know, the real way that everyone gets an education anymore. Or I don't even feel like it's educational so much as I am a somewhat interesting guy to meet at a bar. Oh no, it's actually fine, Mellow. It's absolutely fine. Yes, I taught sociology to college students for a period of my life. I've held other jobs, but that's the exciting one. That's actually not too bad. You're the bald teacher? Or the bled, you the bled teacher, the meh teacher, ma teacher. Uh, do French sheep make a different sound? I have no idea what Japanese sheep make as a sound. I might have known at some point. I might be able to figure it out from context if I encountered it again. Japanese dogs do wan wan. They do meh. Okay, is that at all correct? I actually don't know what the Karen does to ease. Oh, okay. You're studying it. You're studying it. The I can say mellow. In general, I don't recommend going to graduate school. Graduate school went phenomenally for me. I had an amazing time in graduate school. I absolutely thrived in graduate school in a way that I pretty much never did until outside of VTubing. VTubing and grad school, like the two things I've ever like really thrived at. But that doesn't mean that they're good career advice. It doesn't mean that they're good career advice. Well, yes, have a lovely night, Entomolo. Have a lovely night. Whoop. The pen was a little bit misrotated there. This will be really, really funny if I wind up being able to draw with my left hand and not my right hand. Okay. Whew. Let's get the fingies a little. This is a really interesting experience for me. I am a person who really enjoys challenges and new interesting experiences. It's paw on the finger. Okay, hold on. How am I gonna pull this off? How am I gonna manage this? Because I really need to be careful about what I'm doing with my right hand and just encircling with my almost want to like use my mouth. Like because like yeah, like this is not like a good motion. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I enjoy learning new things. I enjoy getting my brain rewired. So this is actually pretty fun for me. I recognize that I'm being this is garbage. That this is F tier. That we are looking at F tier drawing here. We are looking at baby brains here. I just realized how hard I've been pushing my pen in. Holy crap. I was like, why shouldn't... I heard a scratching sound. I shouldn't be hearing a scratching sound from this thing. There shouldn't be a scratching sound here at all. That's much better. That's much better. That's a much more normal amount of pressure to use. Ooh. You can see there's a bit of a problem where I am mounting onto the line a little bit poorly. Should I be zooming in more, by the way? Also, hello, Insane Asylum. Hello, Insane Asylum. Should I be zooming in a little bit further? All right. Ha ha ha. Let's do some tiny So some tiny circles. Anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, and then the clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. And contour, counter, counter, clock, clock, clock. Simple letter. A clock, 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 and then a counterclock, counterclock, counterclock. I do kind of want to try A's again, because A's are pretty simple. That's 21 so far. Whoops. 24 and 25. All right. So very basic A, right? That's very basic, right? That's very basic. That's basically a circle and a line, or I guess two circles. Kind of doing it in cursive because my brain is wired in such a way where I can't even like think about how to print. No good. No good. Aborted. Aborted A. Aborted A there. I feel like M's are actually kind of more challenging than A's. I need to like think hard. One of my favorite voices to listen to while I fall asleep. That's very flattering, Insane Asylum. I hope that you're resting well then. I hope that you're resting well. I can try an M. Let's see, those M's are going okay. I mean, okay, I say that as a third M comes off the line and looks horrid. Continue. Do more M. Oh, jeezy Pete's. Oh, that was a really bad one. What went wrong there? What went wrong there? What went wrong? Something failed there. So I'm just tightening up the brace a little bit. It felt a little bit loose. Something went wrong there. Oh, baby brain. There are much more sits than one stab. That's true. That's true. Gotta. Oh, there we go. All right. Uh, yeah, let's. That M's okay. That's okay. That's an okay M right there. In a sea of really incompetent results. One more. The sluggishness that I am doing these at is a nightmare. Let's. And I'm like legitimately having to think about how I'd write an E in this. Like, okay, let's get another stretch in there. Okay, hold on. Start doing U first? Alright. Alright. It's kind of looking forward to E. The E. Instead, we're going to start with Ooh. Ooh. Paper's a little bit. Yeah, I legitimately kind of struggle not to write in cursive. Which I kind of am just wondering, like, why would I even bother to learn how to write in block print before learning how to write in longhand cursive? Whoop. I tried to reposition my elbow mid-stroke there, and it did not go well. Time is it? It's not even midnight. Holy moly. It's the most complicated letter to write. I actually weirdly kind of think I don't think D is the most complicated, but I think it's the hardest. I think G is probably the actual hardest. Not gonna lie, I kind of I don't know how likely I am to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. One included a lot, like enough historical problems that it made me really mad. So I'm unlikely to put that on stream. I don't like to do rage content. It's kind of fun to contrast me and Alex, right, on this front. Like, Alex loves doing rage content. Alex is great at doing rage content. But I don't think that my frustration or rage is very entertaining. I think it's just kind of depressing. My righteous anger, my fury is, I think, something that people sometimes appreciate it. Ooh, K is a good choice, actually. K is a good choice. You're correct. You're correct about K. I do kind of want to try an S right now, just to see how bad it would be. Yeah, S isn't too bad. The thing is, like, I know that, Saf, one of my best friends, loves Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, I didn't get mad at Dark Souls. Dark Souls just like Dark Souls only made me mad a few times. There were 2 moments when Dark Souls upset me. There were 3 moments when I lost my cool, but one of them was not actually Dark Souls' fault. So there are 3 times I lost my cool during Dark Souls. And one of them was bad enough that I just ended stream. Yeah, the lantern moment made me like really mad. The lantern moment made me that was the most angry I got. Which was, again, not the game's fault. That was the result of my own self-imposed challenge. That was an interaction with my own self-imposed challenge. Try I. Well, the E, it's just I'm trying to like remember what it's going to look like. Yeah, the disruption of my experiments, of my artistic project. I don't feel like he's feeling all right to me, actually. C. Oh, that's a badass right there. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta do something here. I've still managed to tense up really badly even inside the brace. Oh. Whew. You are correct, Nyanomancer. This is the Sinister stream. This is the Sinister stream. This is the Sinister stream. And hello, Bug. I have done nerve gliding. I'm a little bit anxious about trying to do that on my injured hand at the moment. Mostly, hold on, I've got a whole bunch of people all just came in at once who deserve shoutouts. And you know what, actually, I'll use the real shout on Sheepy, because she's been very helpful today. Oh, so slow. Screw Chaos. I think that's a fun way to pronounce your name. Screw Chaos is a little sheepy. She's a little sheepy. And she's been very helpful today. She's been very helpful today with me working on this sinister skill. I think it's like the 5th time, Nyano, you've accused me of being sinister. I think it's funny. I think it's deeply funny. I think it is very, very funny. But yes, she has been being very helpful here. Been being very, very helpful here. Well, I am also senescent. I was just relaying that it's been a very many decades since I have drawn a sheep in the past. I think I did okay. I think I did okay at drawing the sheep there. 5 a.m. sheep is awake. I would feel guilty, Sheepy, except for the fact that as far as I know, your sleep schedule is deeply non-standard for your country. You are deeply off of your standard time zone sleep schedule. I'm not even sure if you're on any sort of sleep schedule on a general principle. I am deeply off of my own country's sleep schedule. It's about midnight for me, and to me this is the middle of the workday. Oh, that was really bad right there. Woke up 8 a.m. Oh, cheesy Pete, sheeps. If you need to go to bed, sheepy, go. Feel free to. Feel free to. Also, we might have had enough time to... Nyano. Just start seeing monsters from Don't Rest Your Head. I mean, mix, until... From 5 days before Offkai until 2 nights ago, I did not get a good night's sleep. I did not get, like, a truly good, restful night's sleep until, like, for, like, what was that? What would that be, like, 5 or 6 weeks? So, but now I did get a good night's sleep the other night, and I don't know how long I want to really stay up tonight, because I would like to see if I can capitalize on that. Yeah, yeah. And also, congratulations on getting le day job, Mademoiselle Sheep. Swing by and read you bedtime stories. That's true, you could. You could do so at any moment you so choose. Some of these E's look better than the ones I do with my right hand. A dusty Manny kind of job? What do people think a Manny kind of job is? What do I think a Manny kind of job is? You're an archivist. Oh, hell yeah. That actually rocks. That actually rocks. I never worked as an archivist. I don't think I ever did. I've generally been pretty public facing. Most of my jobs have been pretty public facing. I've had some backrooms type jobs, but most of my jobs have been pretty public facing. A lot of... I just always assumed that your education background was all arts all the time. Yeah, I'm Sheepy. It is filling out background checks. When I've had to get background checked, it was... God, it was tedious. God, it was tedious. I remember one background check. It took me like... I genuinely had to do like archival... I had to do like archaeology on myself to figure out what I'd applied for. Did I say hello to Mara? Hello, Mara. You're getting pampered in the Gare Saloon? The Goomba Air Saloon? Is that a... the Gundam Air Saloon. Sheepy feels very happy buried in the dusty archives. Nice. Nice. Hair saloon. Okay, okay, okay. The hair salon. The hair salon. Okay, okay, okay. You're in the hair salon and you've decided to watch a crusty old man do calligraphy as opposed to the correct activity to do in the hair salon, which is gossip. But I guess given the nature of things that are going on these days, it's very easy to gossip about VTubing because, you know. Also, let me give the shout out to Bug. Shout out to Bug. Bug is very cool. Bug gave me way too much control over her CRT, and so I turned every single thing that she was looking at into Cruelty Squad, which was pretty funny to me. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Psychopomp Gold. I caught Sybil playing it the other day. Was that last night? It's just like the game just come out. That game seems super cool. That game seems super duper cool. I don't want to learn how to play mirror script because pushing is not the way. I think since I don't even know how to read mirror script, I think actually trying to do it would just make me throw up. I know my intention tonight was to play Kerbal Space Program at the start of the week, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is bad. Okay, let me correct that. It's horrid. It's horrid, but grading on a curve here. Grading on a curve here. Grading on the curve of where I was at 2 hours ago. I think it's pretty good improvement. I think it's pretty good improvement. They're A's. This is I tried to drink with my right hand and nearly collapsed the water bottle completely onto my face. See a lot of pate. Brutal. Brutal. Let's try to write an actual word here. So... See, an actual word. Oh, L's are so tall. Hold on. Unexpected thing is that the threads on this are, I can feel them rubbing on there, so I might be good to use a different pen at some point. Oh, that's really bad. There, L. That's a bit better. Snack idea you want to try? All right, let's hear it, Gamma. Oh no, I've got DMs. Oh. Plain Greek yogurt with chocolate. Huh. It is not to my tastes, Gamma. That is not to my tastes. I cannot stop you, and I will not stop you. But I tend to like salty things and crunchy things. I don't tend to like sweet soft things super much. Not that I'm never in the mood for them, but yogurt is definitely one of the ones that I like. I only kind of think about yogurt as an ingredient for mango lassies. I do kind of miss mango lassies, but on the other hand, I can just have mangoes. And God, do I love mangoes. God, I love mango. I'm going to miss mangoes when they become illegal in the United States. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Yeah, goddamn, I love mangoes. Not happy with these L's. Let's try, though. Ooh, that was a bad E. That was a bad E. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Let's give it a whack. Hoo hoo hoo. That's a bit better. I had Taco Bell last week for the first time in a couple of years. I don't miss it. It didn't seem that different to me. Just not very... It's not very much to my tastes, unfortunately. I think it kind of never was. I think it kind of never was. After the me line. Oh, I think R is going to be super hard. I was going to try R. I only got charged like $2 for a burrito, but maybe they take pity on the vegans. It is actually kind of interesting that the inflation rate on fast food specifically is way faster than the inflation rate on everything else. Oh, that was really bad right there. Yeah, it is genuinely pretty interesting that it's working out like that. That there's a part of me that that thinks I should normalize the inflation rate on fast food versus other cooked food, other prepared foods over like a 30-year framework. I am kind of curious about that, because if it is like, there is a possibility, I don't think it's the most likely explanation, but I want to eliminate it, that fast food was underinflating for a period, and that the reason why it seems like and the reason for the past like 5 years of fast food inflating so quickly is because of like a bounce effect, right? That this is basically deferred inflation that should have occurred like 10 or 15 years ago. But I don't think that's super likely. I just want to make sure. I just am not confident that it's not that, right? Because that's like a pretty easy thing to check. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can do this. Cat. That would be really good, because that's like, I don't know how you have an economy if you do that, right? Like, I don't know how you're supposed to have an economy if, like, prices are being adjudicated by the extremely... How are you going to have price stability, right? Price stability is a very important concept for a... That's extremely sweet of you to say, Nocturnal Ash. This is my left hand. It looks like ass. This is dreadful. I need to stop swearing. It looks embarrassing. Yeah, I know price stability is very important for a functioning economy. I don't know how you're supposed to have price stability while also using the extremely high-speed lying machine to set prices. And here's the thing, right, Nyanomancer, like, I mean, Nocturne, if you want to give me some left-handing tips, because again, I am a righty. I am a righty. This is literally my first day of my life writing with my left hand. If you want to give me some lefty tips, I will take them. Okay, we haven't practiced a single B yet, and B's are challenging letters to write at the best of times, so... God, I forgot that we haven't practiced a single R yet either. Don't drag your palm on the sheet, your hand will change color. True! True! But, and sheep, cat, burb. Well, time for another letter we haven't done even a single one of yet. Bug. And we are also rated by a moth earlier. Okay, we haven't actually done an O yet either, but... Moth. And... I don't think I can fit it in here, but... Oh god. Oh god. Already a disaster here. Oh. These are always tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. These are... I just find these to be challenging. I just find these to be a really challenging letter in, like, almost every script. I think literally only the... I think literally only Suterlin, Pitt, and Batard D's I can do, like, remotely reliably. And Pitt's cheating. Pitt is cheating. Alright. We're about to go into ads. Oh, hold on. I'm going to defer the ads. Because we got Raiders. I'm going to snooze. Hello. Hello, Mina. Hello, Mina. Let me give you this shout out, Mina. What were you up to, Mina? What were you up to? What were you up to, Mina? Mina Bon VT. Hello, hello, hello. For the Raiders, my name is Almantas. I am a former VTuber, I am a former professor. I wasn't a VTuber in the past, and now I'm still a VTuber. I was a professor at one point in my life, and now I am a VTuber. I am old. I do lots of old things. My main content is that I do calligraphy. I swear to God, my handwriting usually looks fine. I am having some carpal tunnel issues. Puppet Cover, thank you for the follow. I am having some carpal tunnel issues. So I am writing with my left hand. This is the first day of my life that I have written with my left hand. I think I'm doing okay. But this is what my handwriting normally looks like. So, you can see the difference. You can see the difference between my right and left hand handwriting. So, and yes, I'm a sock puppet right now. Barely noticeable. I think I'm doing okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm doing okay for saying, again, first day of my entire life doing this with my left hand. It is a kind of interesting experience. It hurts in ways that I did not... I am, as people often say when they start doing a new exercise, I am hurting muscles I didn't know that I had. So that's pretty cool. I should probably change my category to reading and writing. So I should probably do that. But yes. You're doing some old school revivals. Interesting. I haven't played too... I've played a little bit of old school revival, but not a lot. It's a very cool... Old school RuneScape! Oh, I didn't think about that at all. That didn't occur to me at all. OSR to me means old school revival, which is when people play tabletop RPGs that are meant to feel like first edition D&D or first edition RuneQuest. I think of it as, to me, it's a tabletop gaming term. It did not even occur to me to think of RuneScape. Iron Man. So, like, you were playing RuneScape where if you die, you have to start over? Is that how that works? RuneScape falls into an odd period in gaming history. That's Ultimate Iron Man. Okay, so what is Iron Man then? What's Iron Man then? I'm used to Iron Man being a pretty ultimate test. I should make a note that will probably make some people here mad. I have considered playing doing Iron Man for Dark Souls. But yeah, so what does Iron Man entail? Because yeah, Iron Man to me implies that like you don't get to change your save and you just die. Iron Man, you can't trade with players who use the Grand Exchange to buy items. Okay. Yeah, it's occurring to me that I know very little about RuneScape. I didn't even think about interplayer purchasing. That makes me think of SSF in Path of Exile. Path of Exile has SSF, solo self found, where you aren't allowed to use the market at all, which is a very different type of experience because so much of what Path of Exile is about optimizing towards market play. But yes, yes. I should have said, I hope that I've not been holding you hostage inadvertently. I should have said, if you need to raid and run, please feel free to do so. I know that I raid out when I am feeling... Oh god, this is a bad bunny. When I am feeling exhausted and tired and hungry. Different games have different rules, right? Like the main game that I play, Iron Man mode, is gonna be Victoria. Victoria is the main one that occurs to me to play in Iron Man mode, where you just aren't allowed to have multiple save files because save scumming such an important mechanic in Victoria and that whole type of game in those types of games. Other games I've played, Iron Man and Hardcore, are basically interchangeable. Oh, okay. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Baki Nimari. I didn't actually say hello to everybody who came in with Mina's raid. Hold on, I need to go back a little bit. Hello, Take Fell raid. Hello, Puppet Carver. Hello, J Dead the Goat. Hello, Honeyed Stars. Hello, Vexing Cat. Hello, Ace P. Caswell. Oh no, unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings. Let me get in some shoutouts here. Ace P. Caswell. Hello, hello, hello to the Raiders. My name is Almantas. I am formerly a professor of sociology, and currently I am a VTuber. And normally I do lots of hand cams. Normally I am painting a miniature. Oh, we're getting ads. We're getting hit by ads. We're getting hit by ads. I just want to emphasize, this is my actual handwriting. I am doing left-hand handwriting practice today because my right hand has some RSI. So instead of doing... So you can see the comparison. I swear to God, this is my normal handwriting. This is what I normally look like. But this is my first day as a left-hand handwriter. When we get hit by ads, yes, okay, we're getting hit by ads now. Woe ads be upon ye. I will put up the waiting screen while I use the bathroom. Give me a few minutes to be back. Oh, right, we're back, and I've been joined by a Nyanomancer.
Ooh.
I didn't notice that you were there until I changed the scenes back. So sorry about that. Sorry about not checking in with you both. I like sat down and there's 2 seconds left on ads, and I was like, oh, well, I guess we're going back, and then I see the cat. But yes. For the Raiders, yes. I swear to God, this is my normal handwriting. I swear to God, I do not normally write like a 2-year-old. I think I'm doing okay given the debuff at work here. But yes, Mr. Mancer, would you care to introduce your kind
Indeed.
self?
Hello.
Well, I add your at to the title. Nyano.
I am Nyanomancer, the one and only cat who is also a wizard.
So true. But not the only wizard who is also a cat. Is that correct?
You're crossing a fine line there, buddy. You're standing on the bank of that piddly creek and up in like northern Rome, or not northern Rome, northern Italy.
Uh, uh, the Rubicon.
The Rubicon, indeed.
Hello, Jazzahol. Hello, Jazzahol. I'm sorry.
Piddly ass fucking creek.
Uh, I mean, the important part is not that it's a big river. The important part is that it's a legally impactful river. It's about the legal change. It's telling me to start a shared chat with you, Nyano, and I don't think that Twitch knows what this is about. Unless you are actually streaming right now, which would be very strange, but
Who, me?
Yeah. No, yeah, the yeah, no,
No, I'm at work.
Yeah, you're at work. I was like, that doesn't make sense. No, I added your at to the stream information, and they're like, hey, you guys should be doing shared chat right now. I'm like, I actually like shared chat a lot, but you do not make it as easy to use as I would like. And also, this is not the time or place.
No. Old Dan Clancy just can't create a good feature to save his life.
I just want it to be like an easy API hook, and I want it to be something that you can start or like confirm or like do all of the setup for before you hit go live. Those are the things I want it to do. I want it to be something that I don't have to have my browser open and that I can make sure is working before we go live.
I agree.
Those are like the two things I want from shared chat, and like that's not what it does. And otherwise, I like it as a feature.
Yeah.
I like I've had some really good ones where like it really felt like two groups of like semi like-minded people getting to hang out together. Hello, Psycho Cat.
Wait a minute, hold on. Dan Clancy is Tom's son? That can't be right.
That feels so wrong. Okay, you're just fucking with us. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to you. Jazzahall's just fucking with us.
Dude, he's 6'3".
Jazzahall?
No, Dan Clancy.
I was like, that doesn't sound right either. That's pretty crazy. We should have him run for president, for U.S. president. It's very important that your presidents be over 6'1".
No, they'll try to like create an international system of like video chat using SMS, and it just won't work.
Wait, what?
What?
Who was trying to create who was doing that?
Okay, so Dan Clancy's primary initiative that he believes will revolutionize live stream forever is that fucking, dual channel share thingamajiggy he's got going on, where it's like Discord, but in Twitter, or not Twitter, Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's just a phenomenal failure all around. He's invested so many, like millions, tens of millions, who knows, into it, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I thought you heard
which
you
is
say
really
that someone's
funny
trying to
because
do
like,
like live video streaming over SMS. I'm like, no, that's.
yes, I'm saying if Dan Clancy was elected president, he would do that.
Oh, if he was, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I was like that like gives me like a that hurts to even think about, folks. Like I am not like that much of a tech guy, but the idea of trying to get any meaningful amount of data transfer squeezed into SMS, oh,
Oh, you could do it.
oh it's so low bandwidth.
This is literally why they created AI.
to soak up all the remaining bandwidth.
No, to just hallucinate whatever another person is doing.
Okay. So it doesn't matter then if yeah, your compression can be infinitely good if you just make everything up on the back end. That's true. If you're willing to accept a compression that is infinitely lossy, we can get infinitely strong compression. This is true. Okay, so this one wound up being much worse than usual because I had to move my arm during the middle of it, and you can see like between the I and the D, like I had to like jump my arm over, and it just looks dreadful.
Yeah, it looks like you typed like band wraith, which honestly sounds like a really cool cyberpunk fucking like creature.
That is true. That is true. That is true. I concur. I concur with this. I mean, this is like this is something that people have been reflecting on a lot as the internet gets worse at being the internet, at accomplishing its basic functions. That's
What do you mean?
like
It's working perfectly.
like
It's making so much money, man.
like one of those things that I thought about all the time when I was like studying academics a lot more seriously than I have been for, since I left, is that the amount of information you will have about a person that was born in like 1975 or 1995 or whatever is just going to be so titanic compared to what you would know about somebody born in like 1350 or something like that. Even like some of the most like well-known ones. But that's just like not true anymore. Like, if you were a historian, right? If you're a historian in the year in the year 2300, and you want to do a biography of a small-time blogger, you want to do like a little micro history about a small-time blogger, you want to write like some sort of narrative that examines the lifestyles of small-time bloggers or whatever. People have relatively visible footprints, right?
Yeah.
If from now on, that's basically going to be impossible because it's just going to be you're going to have to spend all of your efforts sifting through AI hallucinations.
Please don't use that term.
And the one that like really hit me recently was last night. Psycho Kitten hitting an important caveat here. Yes, is the idea that humans will still be doing biographies in 2300. I think they will. Writing biographies is something that humans have been pretty invested in doing since the Greek Dark Ages. At the very least, that's like the oldest ones I can think of, unless there's some Hebrew ones that I'm not thinking of, or some Tamil ones that I'm not aware of. Chinese ones don't start until a little bit later. But humans have been writing biographies for a long time, so I think even if we get kind of blasted back to the Stone Age, humans will be writing biographies. Humans will be writing biographies under Mad Max conditions. But I was watching last night. Me and the Discord server watched Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And we had an important question. We had a very important question, which was: is Pizza the Hut the most disgusting character design of all time? Uh,
Hmm.
and it might he might
I'd
be.
say very much up there.
He's up there.
However,
He's up there. It's really upsetting.
however,
Mm-hmm.
the slop that is generated these days,
Okay.
much more disgusting.
Well, okay. What I was going to say about that on the topic of the slop was I ran this question by EG, and they had to Google the character because they had not seen Spaceballs.
Oh no.
Even a simple DuckDuckGo search, which does not really particularly do as much AI generation as Google does, like 2/3 of it was AI generated Jabba the Hutt eating a pizza.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. And
I don't know. This is something that I've just been thinking about recently, where like it genuinely doesn't seem to like make humans any better if we instantaneously have everything we could ever want right at our fingertips.
no. Well, it's kind of interesting in that. I mean, I would to me it's very intuitive that we wouldn't, because when I think about like what is the good part of human experience, it is the struggle to overcome.
Mhm.
Again, I know that the original Nintendog is not a generally correct philosopher, but I do think that Nietzsche was correct in ascribing that as the greatest source of joy. It is not the actual achievement, but the moment of overcoming is the moment of joy. And again, I say this as I am struggling to write basic words with basic legibility here, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of fucking loving it. We are
You're
not.
pushing yourself to your limits, and me to mine.
No, pushing you to your limits would be if I had done one of the things I thought about doing for my Dark Souls run. I had thought about doing it hardcore mode.
Dude, if you can see the fucking expression on my face, holy shit. We're talking like bug eyes, like the basilisks.
I love that I can have this effect on you.
Jesus Christ. But no, yeah, I just don't think that, like, in particular when it comes to like self-expression or anything like that, like just generating like a piece of artwork that to suit any situation that you want, instead of actually trying to figure out how to make composition work or learn how to properly express yourself, it just seems significantly damaging to just communication in general. And this is not me like trying to be like a Luddite or anything like that, because I'm not.
Oh, I mean,
But
you saw the MIT study, right?
which one? I saw the Microsoft study.
Oh, was it Microsoft? The one that was on Archive. I'm gonna have to, because I know I posted.
It probably was. Microsoft posted a public one where they said the AI was just kind of like cognitively negative. It was impacting people negatively.
Yeah, there was an MIT. Hold on, where did I put it? Dang it. This is the. Where did I put it? Okay, I didn't find it there. I'll have to search for it. And hello Tech Tenchi. And hello Rifter _ZC. I don't think I said hello to you.
Hello.
Paper draft. Who put this one out? Yeah, no, this is the MIT one I'm thinking about. It's the MIT one. Kosmina et al. Kosmina et al. Pretty big paper. I will not pretend to actually have good critical understanding of the techniques they use because there's a lot of EEG work. A lot of EEG and Ngram work, which is not tools that I've worked with professionally, so I don't really understand them super well. The key takeaway I got from it that was really fascinating. They were testing people on their essay writing capabilities, and they're testing them with varying levels of computer assistance up to and including using an LLM. And one of the parts of it that was really fascinating to me was that even under relatively short experimental conditions, like only writing 3 essays, the more you use an LLM, the worse you get at using LLMs.
That's interesting, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So the part about this is kind of interesting is that most skills you get better at, as you use them more, but there are occasionally places in life, right, where practice does not actually make perfect, where things do not make you better at things. I had this discussion about the relationship between applied and peer research, that applied research doesn't work without peer research, but if you can't, this is a thing that's happening right now, if you cancel all of your peer research programs and put everything into applied research, you will have a brief period of basically harvesting, right, that capability. So what this suggests is that even if LLMs do increase your output cognitively at some level, they do it only in a short-term way.
Yes.
They are functionally harvesting.
I can understand why.
They are functionally harvesting off of your non-assisted capabilities,
which then atrophy as you don't use them.
Yeah, and it's a harvest without us. It is reaping without sowing.
And also, it also makes sense that like using an LLM would make you worse at using an LLM because you would come to rely more on the LLM.
Yes, and one of the things, like the LLM itself. This is the thing that I keep on trying to emphasize to people. The LLM itself is anti-creativity. Like at a very basic level. I don't...
Yes.
There's not a way to make them be creative, because if you make them creative, they stop being an LLM. The things that make them LLMs are anti-creativity. It's... Because what they're doing is they're taking they're taking predictive averages of existing behaviors. They will cause you to regress to the mean. They're anti-creativity. They're anti-exploration. And so that means that getting familiar with using them is making you less creative. Right? Like it is training you to view... It is unexposing you. It is exposing you to creativity. It is... Which is interesting.
I would say that this is probably the fundamental difference between it and other various forms of, we'll call them technology, we'll call them forms of expression, because, the invention of writing, that's technology. But whereas like Socrates and Plato were kind of complaining about, them youngins, they're learning how to read, and they won't have their good memories anymore, and they won't actually know things. You just call upon a book.
Yeah,
I mean, at least with that, while it is true that like memory, if you don't use your memory, it does get worse.
Yes.
But the benefits of being able to encode your thoughts accurately and being able to recall them by just, looking at them later, the benefits of that far outweighs, I think, the incredible memories that like people can develop if they so choose. Whereas with an LLM, there is like, it doesn't like enhance your cognitive abilities, like you were saying. It in fact actively detracts from them.
Yeah. This is what I have found interesting, right? Is that, I mean, I'm generally of the belief that this is a bubble, that the AI stuff is a bubble. OpenAI is past the point where they need to become the highest revenue company in all of human history in order to just make up for their current leveraging, and they don't even have a product strategy. Like,
No, they don't.
That's
I mean, Sam
really
Altman
impressive.
just the other day, like
Lore Master.
literally said in an interview.
Hold on, I have to give
Uh,
Lore Master the Sotek the lowdown. Lore Master, I'm not supposed to write with this hand. This is my left hand. This is my left hand. This is why it looks like garbage. This is why it looks awful. I have to keep on reminding people. This is my right hand handwriting. This is my right hand. This is left hand. Right hand. Yeah, no, my right hand is it has to be immobilized. It has to be held back. But yes. Sam Altman was saying. Yeah.
yeah, Sam Altman was saying pretty much like, we're just going to keep developing our with the current development course of LLMs and all of our artificial intelligence technology. We fully anticipate, being able to create AIG in like 2028 or something like that, and then we're going to ask it to make a product for us.
2028. And they actually
He flat out said that.
They redefined AI, which I thought was really funny.
Of course they have. Of course they did.
Yeah, they specifically defined it as a product that makes $100 billion.
Yeah, which is really fucking stupid.
It's really funny. It's like, yeah, no independent test of capabilities. It's just market profitability. So like, yeah, we're going to call like a sufficiently good taco in AGI. We'll call the concept of petrocarbons in AGI. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This is yeah, they're dreadful stuff.
Smoke and mirrors have more substance than this.
And it's really funny to be thinking about this too, like thinking about like the scam, the poorly run business. I wasn't planning on talking super much about it here, and we can kind of blow past it and just say that this is what it kind of occurred to me. Thinking about the VShojo implosion, the death of VShojo, incredibly precipitous. Smoke and mirrors requires skill. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I think about this all the time. One of those books that I really think people should be reading, should read, is Bad Blood by Carriou. Bad Blood by Carriou, which is about Theranos.
I'll go ahead and add it to my reading list.
You'll have fun with it, in particular, Nyano. You'll really have fun with it. I also did actually see like real echoes of what happened with VShojo. I was like, oh, this is stuff I saw in Bad Blood. This is stuff that Theranos was doing.
Okay, about it.
Yeah. Is Theranos didn't need to lie to that many people, right? They didn't need to lie to that many people. They needed, the only smoke and mirrors they had to do any amount of cleverness on was to investors. And they didn't even have to be that clever to that many investors. The only person they really needed to be clever with was Henry Kissinger.
Kissinger?
Yes. You'll hate this so much, Nano. Because Kissinger's clout and purchase among the upper class was so extreme at the time Theranos was active, if they could get Kissinger to vouch for them, they didn't need anything else.
Of course.
Other people would be willing to put in billions of dollars because Kissinger said it's good, and he's Kissinger, right? Clearly,
yeah,
Henry Kissinger knows what a good investment is.
Uh-huh.
Clearly, being bad at foreign policy must make you commensurately good at picking stocks.
No, he was fantastic at foreign policy. He just wanted as many brown people dead as possible.
God. The Kiss would never make a bad decision. Yeah, all of the NDAs are dead. I know Vey already put out a huge expose, a huge like extensive statement about it that the cliff notes of it was like 10 pages long. I don't know if Silver Veil has put out anything. I can only imagine that fruit and melody are tying themselves into knots. Fruit's a very anxious young lady, and Melody, I know, is a very sweet lady who doesn't like to badmouth others. And it's, as a person who also does not like to do those things, a person who also has a huge instinct towards being charitable towards others, I would hate to be in this situation. I'm imagining myself in this situation. I'd be like, oh, I'd be like, let me lay down for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, Numi. Hello, Numi. We were mostly talking about AI, but I was kind of like, it's been the subject du jour, and I find it kind of interesting because I find business reporting and failure to both be interesting concepts. Failure and failed business models to be interesting conceits. And of course, being wrong. I find wrongness to be an interesting conceit. And that's particularly relevant here because I'll admit it, I was wrong about VShojo.
Yeah, I was too.
Nuna, I should probably call Nuna out about this. Nuna was like, everybody's going to be like, I always hated VShojo. It's like, oh, I'm willing to cop to it. I'm willing to cop to the fact that I liked VShojo up until this week. Well,
I suspected something was up whenever I noticed like some high level staff leaving, as well as like,
yeah,
pretty much whenever Matara left, like,
yeah,
after having been in there for less than a year, I was like, something's up. I don't know what's up, but something's up.
The person I'm most curious about the opinion from is Giga. And I don't know if she'll put out very much.
Well, I have it right here.
Oh shit! Okay, cool. We're not going to play it live.
Yeah, she wrote a response to VShojo's statement that they put out 10 hours ago.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah, actually, Lore Master, so this came up when I last streamed, when I was doing my Victoria stream on Tuesday. But Lore Master, you made a really valid and interesting point that I am going to be chewing on for a minute. To recap and to prevent Lore Master from having to wear out his hands retyping this, and so that people can hear my nice sexy voice, and act like I said it instead of Lore Master of Sotek, who is the actual person who deserves credit for this insight. The VTuber sphere's concern with privacy creates unique forms of vulnerability for the VTubing talent themselves. It is normally the privacy is thought of as a form of protection for the VTubers, which in many cases it is. In many ways it is. But a factor of that is that by not using a generally recognized legal name for doing business under, this means that your contracts are at an intense degree of mercy of others. They are intensely vulnerable and weak contracts because contracts need to go to some generally recognized legal entity, which usually means you as a person. It usually means a flesh and blood person with a social security number is the usual thing that makes a contract enforceable. And there's ways to like create corporations and blah, 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 blah. But in general, you need to have a flesh and blood person at some point signing your contracts. And if you don't have that as a generally publicly available thing, you're very, very vulnerable. And in particular, agencies will need to have your personal info. They will not work with you as a rule without that. And because you are trying to be private and not have that name out there in public, their ability to just reveal basic biographical information about you becomes a form of leverage that they can exert over you. And because you care about it, right? This is like, I just want to be clear with people. This is like a basic factor of strategy as a concept. If you care about something, that is now something that other people can attack. This is not me like making a value judgment about whether or not you should care about things. This is me making a point about what leverage is as a concept, as like a very
Yep.
basic concept.
Yep. Brief aside on
And
this. Brief aside on this, though. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that's why most people tend to, like, at least on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
tend to be extraordinarily ironic and hide what they
Yes.
like behind irony
Oh, extremely
because
so.
it
Extremely
reduces
so.
how much they can be hurt.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, this was like this is one of those things, like, people have occasionally talked on. I see like other old heads, like Donoto and a couple others talk about like, oh, you wouldn't survive like one day back in the forum wars. But like, I was back. I'm from the forum era. I'm from the forums era. And the thing about the forums era is that that's like why people who are from that era, from that forums era, refuse to actually commit to giving a shit about anything that actually matters,
Mm-hmm.
is because all that you can really care about is your poster's clout. Um, all you can really give a crap is about your poster's clout. And so you care about your poster's clout, but if you care about anything else, that becomes something that anybody can make fun of you for. And so you have
Mm-hmm.
to not care about anything in a very pronounced way in order to reduce your attack surface
Mm-hmm.
to anybody giving you crap about anything. And it's the snick. It's the snick. Nagi, I was actually hoping that you would come by because I think I want the Nog's feedback, because Nagi Nagarunsky is the artista, is the artista de Europe. I think I'm doing okay at drawing lines and circles with my non-dominant hand. This is my first day, Nagi. This is my first day doing drawing or writing with my left hand in my entire life. I think I'm not doing too bad. I think I'm doing all right at drawing lines, and circles, and the actual words that are coming together are pretty bad, but I've seen worse. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing too bad. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Um, yeah, I appreciate the approval, the snake approval. Oh, Nyanomancer, thank you for the. Oh wait, an anonymous user. Okay, I misread that. An anonymous user, gifted 6 months to tier 1.
Yeah, I ain't gifting nothing right now. I gotta save.
You gotta save, yeah. I looked at it on my screen. Thank you for the 6 months to Nagarunsky. Hello, Iris. Hello, Iris. Second vampire who showed up today. As a prenuptial arrangement when hiding behind a digital veil using an alias and using legal details for contracting, like, yeah, it's really tricky. It's really tricky. Yeah. It turns out the Nyanomancer is not the single richest person in VTubing. I am sure that anybody who is here regularly knows Nagi.
Maybe soon. Who knows?
I'm sure anybody who's here with any regularity knows Nagi. She's better than me. So I don't know what else to say about it. She's just better. So presumably people who know me know Nagarunsky. Yeah, just better. Iris is a lovely little sweet vampire who is very crude and crass while being very sweet and funny. I enjoy her content quite a bit. I still think very fondly on my collab with Iris where we discussed the oldest yaoi. We were yaoi maxing. It was, of course, Gilgamesh. We discussed the Epic of Gilgamesh in translation. The Elder Yaoi. Yes. And hello, Kirill. I'm glad that you're enjoying your hazy IPA, or at least thinking of me. I don't actually know if you're enjoying it. You might be hating it. You might be hating it. Little creature. The eldest Yaoi. Yes. The further I always need to emphasize to people, the oldest piece of fiction, the oldest continuously read piece of fiction that we have access to is yaoi. Like the Fujos really started it all. The Fujos really started it all.
What a terrible thing to think about.
Yeah, Gilgamesh, the Epic of Gilgamesh. folks, if you have not read the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the most repeated lines in the Epic of Gilgamesh is, "Loved him as if he were your wife."
But that's not my favorite line of the entire thing. My favorite line comes from like some wacky translation that I think is from like the 60s, where, or whenever, they first discovered it, right? Where they translated one line as, instead of like the roots of the mountain, the udders of the mountain.
Oh,
and I
that's
was like,
good.
holy shit, that is so good. That tells
so
you
good.
so much about their culture.
That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. I just know Gilgamesh was taking back shots. I think most people have assumed that that Enki was the Enkidu was the bottom, but I think it could go either way. When the Tower of Babel fell, the Fujoshi were at the bottom talking about the construction men kissing, and that's why we can still Fujo this shit, Fujo out together.
True.
I don't know if people saw this, but there was an interesting moment earlier a couple weeks ago where Japanese Twitter users, Japanese Fujoshi, adopted the phrase Fujo out. Like writing the English letter words Fujo out in Romaji in the middle of a Japanese sentence. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, so Tech, see, the thing is, they had that battle at the start.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Keep going, Nano.
No, that's it.
That's it. Yes, because we are all sisters. Yeah. It's something of shame. It's something of a shame that that men don't have a similarly like universalizing bond as the Fujos have. I don't know what the male equivalent of Fujoing out is.
Sports ball.
Sports ball. I suppose there is that. Oh, actually, I guess it would kind of be like
either that or
doing jackass
two
stuff.
brothers or whatever, brothers in arms, going against an overwhelming force.
I suppose. I think also, I'm sorry I didn't get it out. Thank you for the gift sub to the anonymous gift to Iris. Iris, enjoy your dance. Enjoy your dance emote. Standing on the porch looking at the storm. That's pretty good. I think it might be jackass.
That is pretty good.
I keep on thinking about the fact that my I haven't used my personal TikTok in years, but my personal TikTok was almost entirely rural Chinese guys doing stupid lawn games, like playing tic-tac-toe, but they would pour soapy water on the tic-tac-toe board so that they would just eat shit constantly.
That's good shit.
It was really good. Hello, Vovern. Yeah, Numi, that's exactly it. That is not.
What's up, Nate?
I can't remember how to read all of these kanji in this context. Minasan, watashi no shinken no byoki ga. I don't remember how to read that. That is like submerged. But I don't remember how to read that. Nanikara no hold on, I don't remember how to read that either, but it's logic or science. The long building household de tenjaku ga gasu. That's gasu. Gasu. Yeah, Fujo is the most hilarious sign off. It's so good. I was focusing way too much on the individual kanji. Everyone, I have emerged from I've emerged from a sickness-induced slumber, and somehow I've found the genius science of oh, now I'm losing track of it. Now I've kind of lost it.
It's bleak.
My Japanese is not as good as I thought it was. I didn't think it was very good in the first place. But all games bad joke in the snake stream. Oh, dang. The real equivalent to Fujo and Asbro is taking estrogen together. I think like that's an equivalent in a different direction, right? Like was it the there is like a, what is it? There's a himedanshi is like a type of equivalent to fujoshi, but it's got such a different valence, right? It means something so different. Like guys, like I don't think like straight guys are drawing their like favorite yuri in ways that like are truly like advancing and preserving art forms in new and novel and exciting ways in the way that fujoshi are doing, right? I don't feel like that's a proper equivalency.
Yep.
It is an equivalency in the sense that like the relationship between like gender and content is, but like yeah, no, there's guys like yaoi, and those are fudanshi. Those are fudanshi. The male the straight fudanshi is an interesting character in these times. The straight fudanshi is an inspiring and interesting type of guy on Tumblr. But like I read a lot of yuri, and I, like it's just like not as big of a, there's not as much of a community around it. Me and my bros are drawing really jack guys holding each other gently. Yeah, it's just being gay. That's just being gay at a certain point. That's just being gay. Local hospital flood. Oh, okay, I misread. I got too non-literal. I got too metaphorical. Oh, I have to check out how's natural. How do you write natural gas in Japanese? So I'm going to learn how you write natural gas. Okay, that's exploded right there. Hakabashimashita. No, byoin. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. That is hospital, not sickness. That's not byoki. That's byoin. I'm making myself look extremely foolish here. Huh, that might be natural gas. Fascinating. Other than gay, a solid standard. A pal sent me a bunch of really buff bull men today, and I felt very blessed. That rules. That rules. Kirill, I'm not gonna lie. To my mind, the canonical version of yourself, of Kirill, is the one that somebody drew of you riding that extremely tiny, shitty car. I can't remember the name of the car, but I can't remember exactly what it looks like. It's like really embedded in my brain.
The car.
I don't know if Kirill's gonna remember the name of the car. And hello, Emperor's Armpits. Yeah, the Sphera. Yeah, the Sphera is a car made out of foam, Nyano. It's so bad.
They made a car out of foam?
They made a car out of foam.
Like styrofoam?
Yeah. Yeah, like injection foam. More like the stuff that you make like pillows out of.
You're fucking with me. There's no way.
It's so bad. Yeah,
I'm looking this up. There's no way this is real. Spira's a Final Fantasy X reference. That ain't real.
I thought it was a Warframe reference.
Shows me. Oh my god.
I'm gonna post it in chat.
It's real.
It's so bad, folks. This thing's amazing. This thing is amazing. It makes me so happy. It makes me so freaking happy.
The spirit from inspiration and perspiration. Yeah, no, you guys just played Final. Yeah, no way. You guys just played Final Fantasy X and thought it was a cool name. You're making this up. Holy shit.
He drives it on a street.
This isn't real.
60 miles per hour, not miles per gallon. 60 miles per gallon is pretty good gas mileage. I think it's actually probably got better mileage than that.
Wow. A 520-pound car. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's a car that me and you could just lift up. If I got
Absolutely.
like,
Well,
if I got,
I'm going to start lifting again.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that if I got better enough at my deadlifts, if I got back up to my like really good deadlifting capabilities, I would be able to deadlift that. But not today. Not nowadays. Not nowadays. I am not that strong nowadays. And I might not be that strong ever again. That's the thing we're thinking about. That may be outside of what I could ever accomplish going forward. You can bench that car. You cannot bench that car. You cannot bench
There's no
that
rear
car.
view mirror.
Numi, it is absolutely more dangerous than a regular car. It is absolutely.
Yeah, it has no rear view mirror. There's a hard plastic on the steering wheel with no airbag.
Yep.
Unreliable steering, rickety suspension. Doors come open during driving.
Yeah.
And the foam panels and stuff are just affixed on with like small fasteners or really shitty welds. Amazing.
It's amazing. No, the Numi, this is absolutely more dangerous than a standard car. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. It is just a simple fact of the matter is that a lot of taking off the brace for a minute, cars, almost any collision is safer if you're in a larger vehicle, just because there's more mass and that reduces the instantaneous jerk applied to your body, because of how physics works. So something that's 500 pounds and going 60 miles per hour is going to be radically more dangerous than something that is 5,000 pounds and going 60 miles per hour to the people inside of it. The part about me, Kirill, I recently rewatched Fury Road. I recently rewatched Fury Road, and the idea of a gang in Fury Road driving Spiros is extremely funny to me. And yes, Scaldy, you are correct. You are correct. Scaldy is correct to point out a pretty basic fact of all of this, which is that more of the average weight of cars going up makes everybody more endangered after a certain point. There's probably some sort of sweet spot, but increasing the mass of cars makes the road more dangerous in general, even if it makes the individuals inside the larger cars safer. This is true. But yeah, how horrifying. How horrifying. Yeah, the rare car might be that's probably more dangerous to the people inside the car than to the pedestrians they hit. And also, hello, beautiful angel. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Left. Yeah, I love the Spear. I love the Spear. The Spear is so dumb. See if I can do a capital S. Imagine a car that embodies the idea that cars are a mistake so completely. It's so good. It's so good. Heard that in the EU, cars will automatically pop the hood if they sense a pedestrian collision. That's interesting. That's interesting. I hope it works that way and doesn't just turn the hood into a guillotine. And yeah, less crumple zones is going to make semi trucks extremely dangerous. Yes, this is true.
See, personally, I actually think that cars should be designed worse so that semi trucks don't, directly kill people.
Only indirectly.
Mm-hmm. Like if they drive by you a little bit too fast, all like the panels blow off your car and then you just explode.
Oh, I thought you were going for like
Because obviously the 18 wheelers and the semi trucks, they're doing business. You're just driving for pleasure.
True.
And anyone who isn't doing business on our government paid highways should just be obliterated because that's what they're for.
Also, hello, McAllistrine. What the heck is an 1989 Nissan PAL? I've never heard of this.
I'm too scared to look that up, so I'm going to look it up.
I'm not. I'm excited.
Nissan PAL, you say?
3-door hatchback. Marketed solely in Japan at their Nissan Cherry stores. Wait, what? Oh, 3-door hatchback. I thought it said 3-wheel hatchback. I was looking at this picture. I was like, that definitely is not 3 wheels. I'm like, am I having a stroke? No, 3 doors.
No, the fourth wheel is, it's implied.
You've been drawn into 3 different cars now? That's amazing. Oh, yeah, no, Scaldy is highlighting something I think is actually super cool about highway design, which is that because the damage done to a road or to a bridge goes as a cube of the weight of a vehicle, this means that you can just like round down everything other than semi-trucks.
Yeah, dude, holy crap. I was talking, one of my relatives who works in the government was trying to convince me that the reason why like electric cars are so bad is that they're so much heavier than like regular cars and that they cause so much damage to roads because of that.
I'm not even convinced that they're on average heavier.
They actually are by about like 500 to 1,000 pounds, but
that's pathetic. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I kind of just shot back at her. I was like, SUVs weigh around that much, right?
Yeah. Just. I mean, we're probably experiencing substantial increased wear and tear on our roads, not because of electric vehicles, but because of Ford F-150s becoming like
but the thing is, the Ford F-150s, they're God's chosen motor vehicle.
It is remarkable how much they are God's chosen motor vehicle. I had a roommate a few years ago who drove a 1987 Ford F-150.
Mm-hmm.
It was older than him by several years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was like an undergrad, and he was driving this car that was like 10 years older than him. It was crazy. What a weird vehicle to like hang on to, and it was like so different from like a modern F-150. I was like, I like could not recognize it. Yeah, people love the Ford F-150.
Dude,
people love it.
Dude, the pickups of the past, so like just honest to God, just completely superior to the pickups of the present. It's unreal. Have you seen the famous picture?
Mm-hmm. Comparing the truck bed size, yeah.
Well, I prefer to call it the truck dick size, but yes.
Oh, the truck dick size, yeah.
As the cab gets fatter, less in the back, just less in the back. And if they still somehow need to take up like 2 parking spots, like in a row, or column, ridiculous.
I'm an old man. I don't believe in driving things other than like 4-door sedans, maybe 2-door sedans. Just a sensible sedan is my idea of a car.
See, my grandfather had just the perfect truck. It was like this Chevrolet. I don't remember what it was, but it was a 2-door, no air conditioning, barely any fans on the inside, manual windows, everything, right? Had a bed that was like 8 feet long. Perfect work truck, just perfect. Those are the kind of trucks that need to exist.
Hello, Rabbit Mutt. Yeah, I do remember the commercial Hummers.
Commercial Hummers? What the fuck? I'm looking that up.
Yeah, you don't remember this?
Brother, I was like...
It was like so symbolic of the Bush era. I forget that you're a baby.
The Hummer EV?
Hold on, let's see if I can get down to a normal...
Google's whitewashing them.
They brought it back, yeah. No, people were like buying consumer grade vehicles for just like hanging out and like driving around, and they got like 8 miles per gallon. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You just mean
Yeah.
the regular ass Hummer? Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
I saw a Hummer. There's like two or three Hummer limos in my fucking like area. I see them
That's
occasionally. And I just stare at them.
hideous. Isn't it weird how
Yeah.
like despite the like cars at one point in history cars were like very expressive of like things about a person's personality, but now it's just like slots into culture war positioning.
Mhm.
It like really just slots into culture war positioning. It's just like a binary culture war position. Hello,
Yep.
hello, Vera. Yes, yes. Please, Vera, please believe me. Please believe me. And anybody else in here, please believe me. This is not my normal handwriting. This is
Mhm.
my right
Hi,
hand handwriting.
Vera.
I gotta give the shout out to Vera. Yeah, Nyano has
Do it.
joined me.
Indeed.
Vera
Dude, I love being
Samilia.
made out of clay.
It's so good. Oh, there's not an extra
And no
I.
one
Oh,
else
there's
will
one more.
ever have a model like this ever.
I've absolutely been adding an extra I to your name, Vera. Uh, I've absolutely been adding an extra I.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, it's just Vera Samila, not Samilia.
It's so fucking over.
Yeah, we're scrubs here. The two of us are absolute scrubs. Uh,
Neither of us can read.
you know, the illiterate chat here.
A schwa?
You'd rather the schwa if you could. Oh, nice, Vera Samila.
What's a
Uh,
schwa?
oh, schwa. You know, it's a. Well, I mean, you can't. So it's just. Okay, hold on, we're going to have a real challenge here. Can I write a schwa left-handed? Hold on.
Oh, it's the upside down E?
Yes, upside down E. Yeah, yeah. And it's a sound you make a lot in English. Yeah. Vera Samila. Vera Samila. Vera Samila. Vera
So
Samila.
does it denote the
Yeah, it's the sound. It's the sound. It's like
Ah,
the
I
non
see.
sound. It's the non sound. Um,
I'm powerful.
yeah, you're powerful. You're powerful. He gives the cool S
Oh sh
left-handed. Maybe we're getting hit by ads. We're getting hit by ads. Um, I'm going to go to the bathroom because because I'm an old man. Enjoy the fan art. We'll be back in a few minutes. But enjoy the fan art gallery. We're back. And we're back. I completely broke my tracking because I had said we're back while I was actually standing in a way that made it impossible for the camera to see me. But yes. How is Nyano?
How am I?
Yes. Okay, I'm just making sure
Oh,
you're actually
pretty.
here.
I am here. I'm just doodling.
Doodling. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rebracing with
The doodler, yeah.
with the one that's basically just a compress. Let's see if I can do a cool S left-handed. Let's see if I can do it. I've messed up the cool S just completely a few times.
Let me see if I can pull one off.
Yes. Let's see.
It's. Oh dear, I don't remember. No, I know what it looks like. You got to go bam, and then you go bam, and then you go bam. Why the fuck did it start erasing? What the hell? Man, fuck iPads.
I definitely messed it up. I'm literally gonna have to look this up. Literally gonna have to look this up. Okay, yeah, that's where I messed it up.
I don't remember what it looks like. Oh no, this is bad. I'm showing my age.
Showing my age. It's after my time. The cool S.
It was during my time. That's what makes this worse.
That just means you're developing Alzheimer's, old man.
What?
Welcome to the club.
Huh? Oh yeah, I've royally fucked it up. Holy shit. I'm drawing like fucking arcane symbols or some shit over here. I'm channeling my wizard training. That ain't good. I don't need to summon like Baphomet. Ho hates me anyway.
There we go. Cool S. We've gotten a cool S on the screen here.
Dude, that reminds me.
Yes. My good sir.
So there's a really funny issue with iPads and the Apple Pencils, right? That I did not know about until I actually noticed the squiggly. Okay. So
Right.
from just for how the digitizer works, right, for the pen and all that stuff. If you put any sort of screen protection whatsoever on top of the iPad, it causes, whenever you make a diagonal motion, it causes this. What the fuck? Why is it? Keeps on fucking doing the. It's because I'm touching something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It causes a weird, like, ladder stipper step effect, like wobbly, whenever you do it diagonally. It's perfectly fine whenever you do it straight up and down or straight horizontally. But just the way that it does it, it's just like.
Hell yeah.
And the only way to fix it is to remove your screen protector. But every app, everything, it's just a feature of how it works. You have to remember the more stuff that's in the way between the screen and the you never had that issue. I assure you, you have, because it's been reported since at least like 2021. I think.
Blue's just built different. She is favored by the
Yeah,
gods.
I mean, it took me a while to realize it too, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
She has been her iPad has been specifically blessed by the ghost of
Christmas past, yes.
Christmas past. Yes.
Well, the thing is, it kind of averages things out whenever you draw pretty quickly, but if you try to be precise or draw slowly, it does do the weirdness. Here, I'll take a screenshot and post it in your Discord server.
Go for it. That sounds like a good use of the gallery.
Indeed.
First time left hand.
Where is the gallery personnel?
Yes, I like that one a lot. Ryan, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you for the 6 month, 191th day anniversary. A pleasure to have you. A pleasure to have you here, Ryan. And thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate every little bit. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps me. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, it irritates me because I was really wanting to learn digital art without relying on any stabilizers or anything like that, so I could like completely and utterly just mog other artists, right?
Yeah. Are you sure you're not learning that way because that's what the snake teaches? Snake is anti-stabilizers.
Okay, listen, you don't need to call me out, okay?
I mean, I'm learning shit from her. She's teaching me how to paint. Yeah, she is.
I have her entire art course.
Anti-stabilize.
Well, I mean, it just teaches you to be more precise and like really trains like your arm muscles and stuff like that. It builds hand-eye coordination. But I mean, like, if you need to use stabilizers and stuff like that because of a disability or anything like that, please, by all means, don't use it. That's what they're there for.
I don't actually have an opinion on this because I am entirely non-digital. You know, I'm all paper. I'm all paper and acrylics. Yes. It's just repetitive stress, Kirill. It's not.
No, Al.
Okay.
You're being too modest. Al, you're being too modest. You saved 15 children the other day from a burning building with your right hand alone.
I am so inclined towards underselling that you even, and I'm so contrarian that I was inclined to make up just like a story that's like even more embarrassing for myself. And the only one I can come up with is really crude, so I'm not going to say it here. No, I was, when I was at Offkai, I was doing calligraphy with bad posture. And turns out that kind of strained some of my muscles after doing it for a couple days in a row. And it probably would have recovered by now, except for the fact that I basically went like 6 weeks without getting an actual decent night's sleep. And I wasn't using compresses for a lot of that. So yeah, I am. This is why I'm working with my left hand. I just need to give my right hand some rest, and hopefully everything will get better sooner rather than later. That feeling no goon sesh. Yeah. That was going to be the joke I was going to make, but I left it to your imagination, and you understood. What sleep? Tektenchi, sleep is when you build muscle.
That explains why I didn't build a lot of muscle whenever I was working out.
Yeah. The most important exercise for losing weight is the push away. And the most important exercise for building muscle is the lay down.
Push away.
The push away. When you
What's
push away from the table. When you push away from the table because you're done eating.
I really wish you could see the look I'm giving you.
You've never heard this one before?
No, never.
Okay. Yeah, it's an old joke.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't deny.
Yeah. Was blasting their hog like there's 40 about to attack their grandchildren.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What was that?
I wish there were 30 to 40 feral hogs just like running at me right now. I teach them a thing or three.
I do like the idea of saying 30 to 50 feral hogs. Sounds like a good Friday night.
Hey.
Tech Tenchi, I cannot sleep on command. I really cannot do that. That's absolute madness to me. I am a special baby princess who takes like hours to fall asleep and has to have like perfect circumstances and everything. It's miserable. This is a very specific. Yeah, that is a very, very. I got a weighted blanket, and it like worked pretty well for helping me sleep for like a couple of times in a row, and then after that, every time I have slept with it, I have woken up and had like extremely low blood pressure for like several hours after waking up. I don't know what the deal is.
You're just too relaxed, man.
I think it just squeezes my blood out of my body.
Yeah, but where does it go?
Into the mattress.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, it's really weird, Blue. It's really weird, Blue. I don't actually understand what's going on.
Does anyone?
Legit question for rural Americans. How do I kill the 30 to 50 feral hogs that run into my yard within 3 to 5 minutes while my small kids play? I mean, the famous documentary Princess Mononoke has an extensive answer to this question.
This is true.
And the answer involves monks.
With firearms.
And explosives. And pit traps.
I think explosives count as firearms.
Maybe? Yeah, Mononoke is on the watch list for movie nights. I think I was planning on pairing it with First Reformed. Which First Reformed is so freaking good. First Reformed's amazing. Yeah, I will say Ryan the Space God has actually hit the basic one, which is that if you are worried about feral hogs being a problem and you're trying to like kill them and not just like make it inconvenient for them to mess up your lawn, you use cage traps. That's the actual answer, is use cage traps. The Mononoke English VAs are incredible. They're extremely good. So the difference between a pit trap and a cage trap is that moving dirt heavy.
Okay, now you're spitting.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Dirt heavy. What's the number that like was it like 1 cubic foot of dirt is like hundreds of pounds?
Well, yeah, it's just the square cube law.
Yeah, like yeah, digging trenches like absolutely kills you, folks. By the way, just in case you don't know this, digging trenches is an extremely rapid way to get yourself killed. Be extremely careful.
How am I going to keep the Fritz out of my lawn?
Yeah, it's not even like if they like land like getting buried completely. it is like if they can just crush you. Like if they shift, it starts sucking really hard if the first 6 inches. Also true. Yeah, you gotta trench shore. You gotta shore your trenches. I'm not even like a construction guy. It's just like a thing I've picked up over the years that like you shouldn't do this.
Just like all the fucking dirt you picked up.
I definitely had some jobs when I was like a kid where we were digging trenches. I'm like looking back and I was like, we really could have gotten killed. Like,
yep.
It's like a task they felt comfortable giving some people who really had no business doing it.
Love capitalism.
Yeah. Getting some curve in practice.
It's just that the children, as well as the Germans, just they long to dig holes. It's just what they do.
Do you remember the lady who was digging tunnels under her entire suburban neighborhood?
No.
This is like 3 years ago. This feels like something Kirill would know like all about. Like Kirill would know more about it than I would. The tunnel girl. I knew it. I knew Kirill would know.
The only like tunneling that I really remember is just the discovery that Orthodox Jews were building an extensive tunnel network.
Oh, that was insane. That was completely insane. That was wild.
I just refuse to believe that's actually real. I can't. It's just
it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. The it wasn't even Orthodox. It was the Chabadists. It was the Messianic. It was the weird Messianic cult in Brooklyn.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. It was like so much weirder.
Like I don't like. Why were they building it? Just to have like bolt holes, or?
I think it was to be between. I think it was actually for something kind of like bad. Like I think it was not. I don't think it was for like good. I don't think it was for like good reasons. It was. It was. Yeah, that was last year. Yeah, it was the Chabadists.
Was that really just last year?
Yeah, it was January 8th, 2024.
Oh my god, that feels like it was an eternity ago. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I wish that had been the strangest thing to happen in 2024.
Okay, so it looks like the less evil, the less alarming way to put it was just illegally expanding the building footprint.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay. This is which is pretty rough. Yeah, Tunnel Girl's amazing. Yeah. Tunnel Girl is so good. There's this woman in Virginia who, yeah, she was a TikToker. Who was TikToking herself like excavating a shelter underneath her basement. And then she decided to she mission creeped it into doing an entire extensive tunnel network underneath a suburban neighborhood. Blue.
I think I remember hearing about this.
Blue,
yeah,
why do you think she waited for permits? Why do you think she had any permits? What gave you the impression that what she was doing was remotely legal?
Hey.
She was doing this underneath her neighbors' houses.
Yeah.
For folks who are not aware of this,
they give neighbors bolt holes.
For people who are not aware of this, the legal term for where your property extends to is all the way down to hell. No, Carol, that's the part I was leading up to. Was like, people were like, isn't this incredibly dangerous? And she's like, it's okay, I'm an engineer. She was a software engineer.
Oh my god.
It's so... I
don't even know what to say. Honestly, that's just...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, what are you doing with all that plutonium there, bud? Oh, it's okay. I'm a software engineer.
I went to the Wikipedia page for Kayla TikToker, and it says, see also Nick Tobler, TikToker known as, quote, eel pit guy.
Eel what?
Eel pit guy.
Eel pit? What do you do,
Yeah.
build an eel pit?
Eel pit.
Like a pit full of eels.
I don't know what else that could mean. Oh my god. He put Gar in his eel pit. He put Gar in his eel pit. This guy's a real mad lad.
Gar and his... Like the fish?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Gars and sturgeon were added to the eel pit. 288-foot cistern.
That's a lot of fucking eels.
It was 11 eels.
Only 11 eels?
It says by mid-June 2023, he had introduced 11 American eels to the enclosure. That's what it says.
There's something fishy with that.
Kayla got permits in March? Why? A succulent eel.
A succulent.
Succulent pit of eels.
Can a man not enjoy the sweat of his brow? The fruits of his labors, even if they be eel in nature. Unhand my eel!
Oh, what a goofy,
Jesus Christ.
What a goofy character.
We truly live in a fantastic timeline, I think. Except for the horrors.
Yeah, Eel Pit guy is just doing some animals stuff. He's just doing some animal stuff. I don't know enough about eels. I don't know enough about eels to say one way or the other. I don't know enough.
Weird.
I could actually believe that Eel Pit guy, like apparently Eel Pit guy's brother, is like an exotic animal breeder. I can actually believe that Eel Pit guy might like just like on the face of it, like I can believe in this guy. I can believe in this guy. I don't believe in Tunnel Girl. I don't believe in Tunnel Girl.
She's a software engineer. Come on, bro.
Software engineer. Well, here's the other thing, Blue. Like imagine like how many pre-internet guys were just building tunnels underneath. Oh, Sella. Thank you for the raid. What were you up to, Celaroo? Hello, Trissy. I didn't know you were here. Hello Raiders. My name is Almantas, former professor, current VTuber, old man who loves old things. I have a repetitive stress injury on my right hand, and I am trying to get it to rest, but I also want to do hand cam streams, and so I've arrived on an insane compromise, which I am learning to write with my left hand. I have never done this before in my entire life. I think I'm doing okay. For reference, this is my normal handwriting. This is my right hand. Right hand, left hand. Right hand, left hand. Right hand, left hand. I am joined, as I so frequently am, by my beloved friend, Nyanomancer.
Indeed, it is I.
And also, hello to Sir Hugs-a-Lot. And hashtag Louis, thank you for the follow. I have made my compress too tight. That is starting to hurt. Thank you, Aruka. Thank you, Aruka. Do you have any left-handed tendencies? I cannot lie, Blue. That sounds like a really old-timey slur.
What?
Do you have any left-handed tendencies? Like it sounds like a weird way of calling somebody Chinese back in the day or something like that. I read too much 19th century stuff.
I can tell.
Yeah, or perhaps gay. Much more likely. Much more likely a way of trying to call somebody gay in an old-timey fashion. Yeah, it sounds much more gay. Yeah.
It's bleak. It's so bleak.
Yeah. In terms of do I use my left hand in daily life? A bit. I tend to drink with my left hand.
I think I noticed that.
Yeah, I tend to drink with my left hand. There's a couple of other activities I tend to do with my left hand. My grandfather thought I was crazy. My grandfather's like, "You're right-handed. Why would you do anything without using your right hand?" And I'm like, I can hold my fork with my right hand and drink with my left hand. It's easy. It's simple. It's easy.
It's called being adaptable, grandfather.
And it's funny because I picked it up from camping. Right? Like, you don't have a table while you're camping. You can't just like put your drink down on a table. You just have to hold on to it. It just needs to be somewhere. You know, you put your bowl of soup on your lap and you eat your soup with your spoon in your right hand and you have your water in your left hand. That's just what it be. But yeah, no, I do some things left-handed, not very many. I support VTubers with beards. Oh, Ruka, thank you for the follow. Yes, I am very bearded. I am firmly of the bearded genre. But you were enjoying. You did some chatting after not streaming for a while and played a few. Excellent. I mean, a confusing small game is a perfect type of game. This is true. Tech Tenchu. Yes, the enforced right-handedness because the left hand is the sinister. Trying to manually focus with one hand is difficult. That's fair. I also there's something else I do with my left hand pretty frequently. I tend to use my phone with my left hand, just in general, just like the entire thing. I'm very clumsy with my phone in general, even with my right hand, so it's like it doesn't really help me that much. Like it doesn't really make that big of a difference. I'm just shit at using touch screens. Touch screens do not like me. So I don't tend to worry that much. Yaris, Hummer, Eel Pit. Eel Pit is feeling like a cellar door word to me. But also, I forgot to say, Celeru, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for trusting your community with me. If you need to raid and run, please take the opportunity to do so. I know I tend to raid out when I am tired and hungry and cold. So please have a lovely, lovely night. And if you want to stick around for a few minutes, then feel free to. I certainly am not going to kick you out for the crime of raiding and not running. Let's see if I can... Oh, that already... whoa! That's so bad, I'm just going to cross it out. Let's see if I can... I kind of want to learn mirror script for doing this because, like, doing this...
What is mirror script?
Mirror scripts is what it sounds like. It is script is exactly backwards. The letters are all backwards. Leonardo da Vinci wrote in mirror scripts.
Oh,
Yes, you see.
yeah, it took me a little bit. That's embarrassing.
I can't even read in mirror script, so writing in mirror script feels like a tall order.
I just think you just need to get over it.
Well, something being a tall order doesn't mean that I don't do it.
No, you gotta.
How long have you known me? Do I seem like a person who is intimidated by me being bad at something?
Yes.
That is not very honest of you, my friend.
Nope.
Wizard's trick.
I'm spreading lies and damn lies in your own chat.
I know.
I have
right?
to.
But yes, this is a lot of like pushing the pen. Writing left-handed, it's very. I mean, you write with fountain pens. You understand. You understand that pushing feels weird and awkward.
Pushing just feels weird regardless, which is why I'm practicing it on digital art.
Let's do some.
I don't really know why, because I could just rotate the canvas, but I figure that I'm doing this to build like hand-eye coordination and shit, so why not?
Do you have a particular objective with what you're doing with your hand-eye coordination?
Yeah, I want to draw fat tits.
Okay. I was half expecting that you were going to say you want to bean somebody in the head with a baseball, which I would have also.
No, I can do that already.
Nice.
Although the last time that happened, actually my little brother beaned me in the head with a baseball about like, I don't know, it was like 10, 15 years ago. This little bastard came up behind me and was like, "Hey, Nyano." Turned around. There's a baseball like directly in my field of vision. It hit me straight in the left eye.
Ooh.
That little bastard was like 10. He threw it like a fucking rock. It's okay.
Brothers
what was actually going on there is
very brothers thing right there.
He was getting me back from something I did to him when I was like when I was like 9 and he was 4. I threw a stick at him.
Baseball's a lot harder than a stick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of a big stick.
I still think very strongly about this old post from a million years ago, where this is like the scenarios that the two people are in high school, and I'm like, I'm in high school, and my friend says between classes, my friend says to me, "It's time to take out the trash," and he walks into another classroom, and his little brother is there, and he kicks his little brother squarely in the testicles.
Why?
I don't know. Brothers. Brothers. Hello, Miss Mochivus.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Mochivus.
Okay, well, now that you said it, like brothers, okay, I totally understand now.
Yeah. He took out the trash. Yeah, it's correct, Nagi. Correct,
I just don't. There's just like this horrible instinct. Just younger brother. You just gotta beat the shit out of him. I wonder what Freud has to say about this. Actually, no, I don't want to know what he has to say about this. I don't care.
Hit a whole
now,
thing
Young.
about birth order. I don't think
I want to know what Young thinks about this.
I don't think Young's got much to say about birth order and about siblings. But yeah. And hello, Dipshitiot. Hello, Dip_Shitiot. I've taken one of the best names to say in all of Twitch.tv and made it horrible by pronouncing the underscore. How you doing? How you doing?
Different. Dude, the underscore?
The underscore.
It's peak.
I actually really enjoy pronouncing the underscores in people's names. I think it's really funny.
I like adding underscores to people's names, like Almantas _VT.
Almantas Alman_Tas.
My favorite though is Nagi _Yen.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
She hates it.
Oh, of course she does. Rogmus Stratera. Hello, hello. You just sit on your little brother. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah. But yeah, we were discussing earlier, like, what is like the cross-cultural equivalent of fujoing out, and I think it like for men, and I think it's like doing jackass stuff. I think it's it's doing painful pranks on your bros. That's the closest I can come up with. Whew, there we go. That was nice. That was nice. That was a nice one. But yeah. Dipshitty, famously fun name to say.
I think I held my iPad for too long the past couple of days.
Oh no, are you starting to grow into it? Are you putting up
No,
weights?
no, my pinky has like numbness in it.
Oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. See, you're joining me. You're joining me in the repetitive stress injury minds. We thought we were
Oh, dude,
immune
I've
to
been there
it.
for a long time.
Oh, never mind, never mind. That was wrong.
And what really sucks is that like, okay, so I have like 2 or 3 different like pairs of bracers, right? Depending
Mm-hmm.
or braces, depending on like whatever the fuck is like happening with my hands at a given time. And the
Mm-hmm.
problem is that every single one of them aggravates something else wrong with my hands.
No, no, the lack of
Mm-hmm.
perfection. The lack.
Because like, here's the thing. So the carpal tunnel bracers I have, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They irritate. At this point, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like a ganglion cyst that has just it has irritated one of my wrist bones so badly on my right hand, where I can't make a fist and like bend my wrist back at all without incredible pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most I can move it, even if my palm outstretched, right? Move it back. It is, let's see here. My left hand, I can do like 80 degrees or so. My right is somewhere along the lines of like 20 or 30. I haven't been able to do a push up for years.
No. Oh my goodness.
And I've had 2 surgeries on this wrist, and both just completely failed.
Oh. Oh. Do not like. Do not like.
Nope. Yeah, to remove a ganglion cyst because that's what they thought it was, but I think it's a ganglion cyst and something else. Like at this point, like the
Oh.
cartilage around that bone or whatever, or what was like whatever was insulating it, has just completely worn away, and that bone is just like inflamed all the time, or at least the area surrounding it is. It rocks.
Not a fan. Not a fan. I think, despite the fact that this is a shorter than average stream for me, this may be time.
It's
This may be time to call it. We have basically filled up an
to
entire
sleep.
page of practice. Yes, yes, I am remotely sleepy, and the most important thing for me to doing to get back to actually writing like a civilized person again is to get some rest. I cannot lie. Did enjoy this. I am in pain in ways that I did not expect to be, and that's really interesting, and it's a really interesting skill to be working on, and it's been really interesting to see how much I improved over the course of just a couple of hours. But also, I should be getting my sleep. I should be getting my sleep. Mr. Mancer, thank you for
Yes, it is
joining
I.
me. Thank you for joining me.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to hang out with my good friend that is cat, that is wizard, that is all of the above. I did literally write the kanji. Um, let's write kirai. Already did the stroke order roll. I can kind of write kanji with my left hand. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Hold on, let's do one. This this is gonna be a real tough one. This is a real tough one. Let's do. I just like doing this one because I can prove it. I have a raid target in mind, but I'll take suggestions. Because the raid target I have in mind is somebody who I raid pretty frequently.
Ooh.
Inari.
I say go for it.
Cool. Oh, that was a bad stroke right there. Yeah, I like that one. I like that kanji. I did pretty bad on it, but first time writing with my left hand ever. And it's one. I think it might be the highest stroke count kanji I've got in my pocket. All right.
For kanji?
Yeah.
Huh.
For single kanji, that might be the one I've got that I can do off the top of my head that's got the highest stroke count. This one up here.
Straight stroking it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Do we have the same
13,
Bluetooth
14.
keyboard?
Maybe. It's the Logitech one.
Show it on screen.
It's on screen. It's not very clean, so I'm kind of self-conscious about it.
Oh no! You've got like the upgraded version.
I wanted a 100% keyboard that could connect to my phone. That's what I wanted, and this was the only one I could find.
That's like the MX. That's like the MX regular size, right? I got the MX Mini for my iPad because I don't really need a numpad.
K585.
See, that's a lot of numbers and words that I don't understand. So
K585.
I'm sorry, it's like static in my ear.
Cool. All right. Cat. What emoji do you use for yourself, Nano? Is it this one?
What do you mean?
For your Oshi mark, what are you using?
I don't have an Oshi mark.
Then you're getting that one.
Oh no. But it'd probably like cat wizard, wouldn't it? Because I know there's a wizard emoji.
Okay, what do we want as a raid message? Geezer raid is my standard.
Geezer raid is pretty good.
Geezer's raid. I'm attributing oldness to you.
Why not? Old man who is also old raid. Geezer's raid rocks though. That's pretty good.
Old cat who is also old. Yes, we're going to go to Inari on that note. My final message to you all. Here's my Discord. I do movie nights most Wednesdays. Next one's probably going to involve Palm Springs because I really like that movie and I want to see it again. Saturday, I am streaming again. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I am streaming Saturday. Me and Karatsun, my dear friend Karatsun, are going to be getting drunk on stream. It's going to be a drinking stream. Yeah, me and Kara are doing a drinking stream.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. But that is the end of the stream. Thank you all for being here. I had a lovely time. I love you all. Have a lovely, lovely night. Say goodbye to the people, Nano.
Peace.